In this morning's Today's Checklist, a closer look at how our diets can impact a variety of health concerns. Victoria Seaver is a registered dietitian and the editorial director for Eating Well, and she's here with some important nutrition reminders. Victoria, good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so different foods help you with different things. Let's talk about inflammation. And first of all, what is that, and what are the foods that can help us fight that?
Yeah. So inflammation is inherently good. It's our body's way of responding to stress, but when it goes unchecked for too long, what we call chronic inflammation, that's when issues can arise like high blood pressure, diabetes. But the good news is there's foods you can eat that can help. And so what you do want to do when looking to decrease inflammation is eat more richly colored fruits and veggies. Yeah. So sweet potatoes, kale, pomegranates, like what you see here in our sangria mocktail. And these foods have concentrated amounts of nutrients. Thank you.
Keep going.
These foods have concentrated amounts of nutrients that help to decrease inflammation in the body. And of course, no single drink's going to erase it.
You know, and you say you don't have to avoid all processed foods, but what are the decent ones?
Yes, absolutely. So there's plenty of healthy processed foods out there. So take yogurt, orange juice, cereal. And the reason I'm calling these out is because they're fortified with vitamin D, which is a nutrient that can have a really stellar impact when it comes to decreasing inflammation. So eating those foods means you can get enough vitamin D without the need for supplementation.
All right, signing over to Savannah.
Let's talk about gut health. I know this is so important. Some people even call the gut the second brain, or maybe that's just my mom. But I think it's a thing.
That's it.
So why is it so important for your overall health?
Yeah, so of course our gut helps us digest and absorb nutrients, but it can also influence our immune system, even our mental well-being. So the healthier your gut, the more your whole body will benefit.
And what type of things do people often not eat that's good for your gut?
So you need probiotics and prebiotics.
Okay.
Probiotics are those active live bugs, and they can be found in fermented foods like miso, like what we use to make the dressing here in our crunchy salad, yogurt, kombucha, and then you also need prebiotics. So that's what you get from fiber-rich foods, from your chickpeas, your veggies, and that's the fuel that actually feeds those good bugs in our system.
What's in this?
So the miso dressing, there's a little lemon in there, carrots, cucumbers, all that good stuff.
Looks amazing. All right, what's next?
Come on over, Victoria. Let's talk about our heart coming up on February, which of course is Heart Health Month. And I think everyone knows that fruits and veggies are good for them. We should be eating them. But I don't think a lot of people know just how much we should be eating. So how many fruits, how many vegetables every day?
Yeah, so aim for 5 servings a day. And this is what 5 servings looks like. A cup each of grapes, berries, a small tomato, some kale. And what's so great about fruits and veggies when it comes to heart health is that it's their potassium content. And potassium helps to keep our blood pressure in check. And the healthier our blood pressure is, the less likely we are to develop more serious heart conditions down the road.
A host of issues. All right, we've talked about the good stuff. Let's talk about what a lot of folks might consider the bad stuff. Fats on the other end of the spectrum. All fats aren't bad.
Correct, yes. So even saturated fat, which research does show eating less of can help our heart, you don't need to avoid it. Saturated fat is found in, milk and dairy, cheese, eggs, so foods that have so many other benefits as well. But balance your intake with unsaturated fat. So what you find in salmon, nuts, seeds, avocados, it's just about finding a balance.
Victoria, not to put you on the spot here, but there's been a lot of chatter on the internet about seed oils.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
Like, is there... Do we have an opinion? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I have a strong opinion.
Okay. How do we feel about the seed oils?
If you scroll on social media, it almost seems like certain foods like seed oils have become synonymous with inflammation.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. Canola oil, for instance, has a really healthy balance of both unsaturated and saturated fat. So it's a great option, especially because you can cook it at a higher temperature. Okay. So it could certainly be part of a healthy diet.
So seed oils are not the devil, so says Victoria.
Absolutely not.
Victoria, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Be sure to check out Mr. Roker's interview, by the way, in Eating Well right now. Al actually talks about his healthy habits, his nutrition, and of course, also talked about our Start Today app as well. You can scan the QR code to download the Start Today app right now. You can also sign up for a 7-day free trial for everything you need on your wellness journey. We've been talking about the app a lot, not just because it's our app. Take a look. It's a really useful app.
It's a good app.
Yeah,
it really is. All right.